notice how some people just seem to, well, effortlessly attract success, love, joy, all the good stuff?
Yeah, while others, they work incredibly hard but seem to hit wall after wall.
Exactly. Is it purely luck? Or maybe something much deeper is going on. Something inside them is shaping their world. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really going on an incredible journey. We want to explore that profound link between your inner world and, well, your outer reality. Our mission today is to properly unpack this powerful idea. You become what you are.
And, this isn't just some feel-good phrase off a poster.
Yeah.
It's actually a deep truth. You find threads of it in psychology, neuroscience, even ancient philosophy and spiritual teachings.
Okay.
We're talking about how your self-concept, basically the beliefs and assumptions you hold about yourself, how that's literally mirrored back to you by the life you experience day in, day out.
Exactly. So we've waded through a whole stack of sources, essays, scientific research, wisdom texts, and we're going to try and distill the most important, maybe the most actionable insights for you. Get ready for some surprising facts, maybe a few aha moments.
Definitely.
By the end of this, hopefully, you'll see really clearly why life isn't just happening to you. It's actually responding to you consistently.
Yeah, that's the core of it.
So let's unpack this foundational idea first. When we say self-concept, what exactly are we talking about?
Right. Think of your self-concept as the overall story you tell yourself about who you are. It's all your beliefs rolled into one.
About your worth, your capabilities.
Exactly. Your worth, what you're capable of, how you relate to others, even what kind of life you think is possible for you.
Okay.
And this story, it gets shaped by, well, everything. Your past experiences, your upbringing, your environment.
Sure.
But maybe most powerfully, it's shaped by the thoughts and assumptions you repeat to yourself. It's like your internal operating system.
What's fascinating is how this isn't just theory. It's been seen in really practical ways. Can you tell us about Dr. Maxwell Malttz?
Oh, absolutely. Dr. Malttz. He was a plastic surgeon back in the mid-20th century, wrote a landmark book, Psychocybernetics.
Right.
And he noticed something really profound. He performed these amazing facial surgeries, literally changing how people looked. But changing their face didn't always change how they felt about themselves, their self-perception, their sense of worth. Sometimes it just didn't shift.
Wow. Even after big physical change.
Even then. Some patients, they still saw themselves as, well, the person they were before the surgery. So this led him to this huge conclusion. The self-image is the key to human personality and human behavior.
Right.
Change the self-image, he said, and you change the personality and the behavior.
So the fix isn't just external.
Exactly. It means you've got to update that internal blueprint, the one you hold for yourself. If that blueprint stays the same, the external changes often don't. Well, they don't fully land.
That's a powerful idea. So if our self-concept is this blueprint, what does that mean for something like manifestation? Are we saying you don't manifest what you want?
You manifest what you are.
Right.
Precisely. Manifestation, in this view, isn't about wishing or hoping things appear out of thin air. It's the natural result, almost the inevitable outcome, of your core identity. You don't attract what you wish for. You attract what aligns with who you believe you are.
So if you see yourself as capable and deserving...
You align with that. If you see yourself as always struggling, well, that's the reality your self-concept keeps drawing in. It's an energetic match.
Okay.
And this leads us straight to Neville Goddard, a real pioneer in this field of conscious creation.
Neville Goddard, yeah.
His core teaching was so simple, but incredibly deep.
Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Assume the feeling.
Yes. For him, imagination wasn't just daydreaming. It was the actual tool we use to shape our world.
How so?
He taught that by assuming a new identity in your imagination, really feeling it as real, like it's already done, you start to live it into being.
So you embody it first internally. Exactly. When you think, feel, and then act from the identity of someone who already has what they desire, you energetically align with it. And get this, your subconscious mind actually starts rewiring itself to make that your tangible reality.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Because modern science is starting to back this up, isn't it? Providing actual evidence for this power of self-concept.
Oh, completely. Let's dive into the brain and the biology.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, a great starting point is Dr. Joe Dispenza, neuroscientist, author. You might know Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself.
Heard of it.
He explains exactly how our thoughts, especially the ones we repeat, create our reality. They literally form physical neural pathways in our brain.
Like grooves in the brain?
Sort of, yeah.
Right.
Think a thought often enough, it hardens into a belief. Pile up those beliefs, and that forms your self-concept.
Okay.
Dispenza's famous line is, to change is to think greater than your environment. And the key mechanism here is fascinating.
What is it?
Your brain. It genuinely doesn't know the difference between a real physical experience and one that you just vividly imagine or remember.
Really? No difference.
Functionally, no. This is neuroplasticity in action. The brain's ability to reorganize itself, form new connections.
So just by visualizing.
Just by consistently visualizing and feeling a new version of yourself, you are literally rewiring your brain. You're paving new neural roads for a new personal reality.
That's incredible. So thoughts rewire the brain. What about our bodies? Does self-concept reach down into our biology?
It absolutely seems to. And this is where Dr. Bruce Lipton's work is just groundbreaking. He's a stem cell biologist, wrote The Biology of Belief.
Okay, Bruce Lipton.
His research really shook things up. He showed our genes aren't some fixed destiny. They're actually influenced by signals from our environment.
Right.
And here's the crucial part. Those signals are interpreted by our beliefs. Our perception is the filter.
Wow. Can you give an example?
He did this amazing experiment, took identical stem cells, put them in different petri dishes. Then he exposed each dish to different environmental signals. And the result, the identical cells developed into completely different tissues, muscle, bone, fat.
Just based on the environment.
Solely based on the external signals they received.
So what does that mean for us?
It's profound. It means our mind, through how it perceives the world based on our beliefs, can literally influence our biology, right down to the cellular level. Lipton sums it up. When you change your perception, you change the chemistry of your body.
That is mind-boggling. Seriously. So if our beliefs can do that, what else are they doing? Like, how do they affect what we even notice day to day? Opportunities, maybe?
That's a perfect link to something called the reticular activating system, the RAS.
The RAS sounds technical.
It's basically a network of neurons in your brainstem. Think of it as your brain's balancer or filter system.
Okay, a filter.
Yeah. It takes in millions of bits of info every second, but only lets through what it thinks is important or relevant to you, based on your focus and beliefs.
Okay,
So when your self-concept changes, say, you start believing you're capable of spotting good business opportunities, your RAS recalibrates.
it adjusts the filter.
Exactly. It starts actively looking for and highlighting evidence that supports your new belief. You begin to notice opportunities, resources, information that you were completely blind to before.
So it's not magic, it's biology-serving belief, like when you decide to buy a certain car.
And suddenly you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
It was always there, but your RAS is now flagging it as relevant because you made it relevant internally.
And we see strong scientific proof of this belief-body connection in the placebo effect, too, right?
Well, the placebo effect is a huge piece of evidence. In countless trials, people get sugar pills.
Inert substances.
Right. But they experience real physiological healing just because they believe they're taking powerful medicine.
There was that Harvard study, too, wasn't there?
Yes. The 2009 study on IBS patients, they actually told the patients they were getting a placebo.
And they still got better.
Significantly better. Why? The researchers suggested it was because the patients believed they were doing something beneficial. That belief, that act of engaging in potential healing, changed their internal state.
So self-concept really is like the ultimate placebo.
In many ways, yes. When you truly, deeply believe something about yourself, your mind and body work to align with that belief, often with stunning results.
Okay, brain, biology, filter system. What about consciousness itself affecting reality? Maybe on a quantum level, that feels like the next frontier.
It does. And that's where people like Greg Braden come in, with works like The Divine Matrix.
Quantum physics territory.
Exactly. Exploring the idea, rooted in quantum mechanics, that consciousness itself interacts with the quantum field. He often points to the double slit experiment.
Where particles act differently when observed.
Precisely. Suggesting that observation, or consciousness, plays a role in collapsing possibilities into a specific reality.
And Braden's takeaway.
His key point related to this is powerful. Feeling is the prayer. Not just words, not just thoughts, the feeling.
The feeling again. Like Neville Goddard.
Exactly. It's the felt reality of your assumption, your belief, that seems to be the key to influencing that field.
This brings us back full circle, doesn't it, to that feeling state. Let's look at some figures, past and present, who really grasped this, who lived it.
Okay. Well, Florence Scovel Shinn, writing way back in 1925, The Game of Life and How to Play It, a true pioneer.
1925, wow.
She taught that our words have power, like spells, and that our subconscious mind is constantly taking direction from our dominant thoughts and feelings.
What was her core message?
She famously wrote, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." It all starts with the internal vision, the self-concept.
Powerful.
Then you have Esther Hicks and the Teachings of Abraham. Their message is incredibly direct on this.
What do they say?
You don't get what you want, you get what you are. Simple as that.
Wow. Blunt.
It is. They emphasize vibrational alignment, living in the feeling of already having what you desire, truly embodying that state of being.
And Dolores Cannon, the hypnotherapist.
Yes, Dolores Cannon, pioneer of the quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT. Through thousands of deep trance sessions, she consistently found that her clients' subconscious minds, which she saw as this infinitely wise, powerful force, were directly shaping their life circumstances based on their held beliefs and identity.
So the subconscious is running the show.
Her work strongly suggested that, yes, it's the subconscious identity, not just conscious wishes, that manifest.
These aren't just abstract ideas, then. They've been demonstrated by real people, often against incredible odds. Jim Carrey's story comes to mind.
Oh, absolutely. It's a classic.
Tell us about that.
Well, before he hit it big, Carrey used to drive up to Mulholland Drive, look out over L.A., and just visualize himself as this huge, successful actor.
You really felt it.
Apparently so.
Wow.
And then in 1992, he wrote himself a check.
The famous check.
For $10 million for acting services rendered. And he dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Just before Thanksgiving 1994, he found out he was going to be paid that exact amount for Dumb and Dumber.
Unbelievable. He literally embodied that future self.
He dared to assume it was real.
And then Oprah Winfrey, her journey is just incredible.
From profound poverty to global icon.
How did she do it based on this principle?
She talks a lot about transforming her self-concept. Through reading, through imagination, through deep inner work. She famously says, "You become what you believe."
She didn't let her circumstances define her identity.
No. She aligned with her potential, her self-worth, and built a reality that reflected that inner conviction.
Muhammad Ali, too. I am the greatest.
He declared it before he even won the title sometimes.
That self-concept made him the greatest.
That unwavering belief in himself as the champion, it forged him. Lady Gaga did something similar too, didn't she?
Yeah, saying before she was famous, I'm not going to be a star, I am a star. Creating the identity first.
Exactly. And you see this in modern entrepreneurs and athletes too.
Yeah.
Tom Bilyeu, co-founder of Quest Nutrition.
Impact theory, yeah.
He talks constantly about reprogramming his mindset. His mantra is, identity drives behavior. He built the identity first, then the companies followed.
Serena Williams.
A master of belief and visualization. She said, you have to believe in yourself when no one else does. That champion identity was non-negotiable for her. And Sara Blakely, the founder of Spanx. Her story is amazing.
What was unique there?
Her father actually reframed failure for her as a child. He encouraged it, asked what she'd failed at each week.
Wow, that's different.
It built incredible resilience, a self-concept where setbacks weren't devastating, just feedback. That allowed her to take the risks needed to build Spanx. She visualized success and acted from that assumption.
Okay, so these stories are incredibly inspiring. But let's bring it back to the listener. What does this all mean for you listening right now? How do we actually apply this? How do we start rewiring our own identity?
Right. The practical application, it really starts with understanding something we could call the identity loop.
The identity loop, okay.
Right? It's a feedback cycle. Your dominant thoughts create your feelings.
Yeah.
Those feelings drive your actions.
Makes sense.
And those actions then reinforce your original identity, your beliefs about yourself.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Let's say you have an underlying belief that you're not lovable. That thought generates feelings of insecurity.
Right.
That insecurity might lead you to avoid relationships or maybe act needy when you're in one.
And those actions
lead to experiences that seem to confirm the original belief. The world reflects back unlovable experiences, strengthening the identity. It's a loop.
So how do you break the loop?
You have to consciously intervene. Start telling a new story. For example, consciously choose the identity. I am deeply loved and worthy.
Even if it feels fake at first?
Especially if it feels fake at first. That's the resistance. You have to act from that new place. Make choices a loved and worthy person would make. Changing your self-concept isn't about pretending. It's about deciding who you are now and showing up as that version day after day until it becomes natural. your default state.
Okay, that makes sense. Decision and consistent action. So what are some simple, practical things people can start doing, like right now?
Okay, let's list a few powerful practices. First, a self-talk audit.
Listening to your inner voice.
Yes, really pay attention. Is it critical? Doubtful. Start actively catching those thoughts and reframing them. I can't do this becomes, how can I learn to do this? Or I'm capable of figuring this out.
Okay, audit and reframe. What else?
Second, visualization. Spend just a few minutes each day vividly imagining yourself as your desired self, living that life. And crucially, feel the emotions, feel the confidence, the joy, the peace, as if it's real now.
Feeling is key, like Goddard and Braden said.
Exactly. Third, affirmations. Use present tense statements. I am successful, I am healthy, I attract loving relationships. But don't just repeat them like a parrot.
Say them with feeling.
Yes, feel the truth of them as you say them.
Got it. Fourth,
embodiment. This is the act as if part. Make decisions today from the perspective of your future desired self. Ask, how would the confident, abundant, healthy version of me handle this situation? Then do that.
act from the end result.
Precisely. And maybe a fifth, rewrite the past. Stop seeing painful experiences as proof of your limitations. Reframe them. See them as training, as lessons that built the strength you need now to become who you want to be.
That's empowering. Turning wounds into wisdom.
Exactly. This also connects beautifully to the law of resonance.
How so?
Everything has a vibration, right? Including your self-concept, your dominant emotional state. If your core identity vibrates with, I'm abundant, you resonate at that frequency.
And you attract things on that same frequency.
You attract matching situations, people, opportunities. Think of Dr. David Hawkins' map of consciousness. Shame and guilt have very low vibrations. Love and joy are very high. Where your self-concept generally lives determines what resonates with you.
That's a really clear way to think about it. And James Clear, with Atomic Habits, his work fits here too, doesn't it? Even though it seems purely practical.
Oh, absolutely. It's fundamentally about identity. Clear's genius insight is that lasting behavior change comes from identity change.
Not just setting goals.
Right. He says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So instead of focusing only on the goal, like lose 10 kilos.
Focus on the identity.
Yes. Focus on, I am a healthy person. Then the actions of a healthy person, eating well, exercising, become natural expressions of that identity, not chores you have to force yourself to do.
It becomes who you are, not just what you do. Makes it much easier.
Infinitely more sustainable.
Okay, so we've got audits, visualization, affirmations, embodiment, reframing the past. Any other, maybe slightly more out there techniques people could try?
Sure, a few more tools people find powerful.
Yeah.
One is scripting.
Writing things out.
Yeah. Writing daily, but in the voice of your future self. Describing your life, your feelings, your accomplishments as if they've already happened. Writing yourself into that reality.
I feel like journaling from the future.
Kind of, yeah. Another is quantum journaling, similar idea, using vivid present tense language to describe experiences you're calling in. Today was amazing because detailing the manifested event.
Okay.
Then there's somatic anchoring, linking new beliefs to your body.
How does that work?
Could be anything. Tapping specific points while affirming, doing a power pose in the mirror while stating your new identity, even dancing it out, grounding the mental shift.
Using mind and body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And finally, simple emotion tracking. Just noticing throughout your day, what are my dominant feelings? Those feelings are often signposts pointing directly to the underlying beliefs and self-concepts running the show subconsciously.
Being aware of your emotional state is a clue.
It's a powerful diagnostic tool.
Now, sometimes people try these things and they hit resistance, right? It feels hard or things don't seem to change.
Absolutely. That's very common. Resistance often pops up when the new beliefs you're trying to install clash with really old, deep-seated programming or past traumas.
Things we might not even be aware of.
Often, yes. It's like the old blueprint fights back because it feels safer, more familiar, even if it's limiting.
And this is where shadow work becomes important, Carl Jung's idea.
Precisely. Jung famously said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Shadow work is about bringing those hidden beliefs, fears, and patterns into the light so they lose their power.
So how do you do that? Briefly.
Well, there are many tools. Things like inner child work connecting with and healing past versions of yourself. Journaling prompts like, what belief is keeping this unwanted pattern alive? Or, what am I truly afraid will happen if I change?
Asking the hard questions.
Yes, and crucially, affirming your safety throughout the process. telling your subconscious mind it's safe to change. It's safe to let go of this old identity. This helps dissolve that resistance.
This whole deep dive, it really brings home such a fundamental, empowering truth, doesn't it?
It really does.
That you are not just a victim of circumstance, not just reacting to your past or your environment. You are truly the author.
Yeah. Whether you look through the lens of biology, quantum physics, hypnotherapy, energetic resonance, the conclusion is remarkably consistent.
Identity creates reality.
You become what you assume yourself to be. It's an ongoing process.
So the ultimate takeaway seems to be, don't just focus on manifesting things, focus on manifesting yourself.
Exactly. Become the version of you who naturally has, does, and lives the life you desire. Embody that identity.
And the things will follow as a natural consequence.
Because you're always manifesting.
Right.
Every second. Every belief, every feeling, every assumption is constantly creating your experience. You can't not manifest.
So the only real choice is what you manifest, based on who you choose to be.
Precisely. Which leads to the big question for everyone listening to ponder. Who do you choose to be right now? As Neville Goddard challenged us, dare to believe in the reality of your assumption and watch the world play its part relative to its fulfillment. Dare to assume your desired identity.
So remember this, everyone. You already are the person you're trying to become. Potentiality-wise, your job is just to remember it.
To believe it deeply.
And to live from that place. Starting today, you're not chasing the life.
You are becoming the life.
If you're enjoying our podcast and the insights we share, you'll absolutely love our ebooks crafted to take your manifestation journey to the next level. These ebooks are your ultimate tools to manifest abundance, love, confidence, and prosperity. Whether you're looking to master your self-concept, unlock financial freedom, or design the life of your dreams, we've got you covered. Inside, you'll find step-by-step guides, practical exercises, and bonus tools like printable affirmation cards and daily habits to keep you aligned with your goals. Simple, actionable, and designed to fit into even the busiest lifestyle, these ebooks are your personal roadmap to success and happiness. Take the next step in your manifestation journey. Click the link, explore our ebooks, and start creating the life you deserve today.